This is how I use and clean my airbrush gun. I start by filling my tank up about halfway with 100% acetone. Now I'm getting a good amount of polish on my brush. I just stick it in there and swirl it around, repeating this process, and you want to make sure that you're mixing this very, very well. To test and see if it's opaque enough, I spray a little bit on my towel, and it's still too sheer for my liking, so I'm just going to repeat the process of adding some more polish, mixing it in really well once more, and we're testing it out again, and it looks like it's opaque enough for my liking. This is how I spray my gun. Instead of holding my finger constantly on that trigger, I pulse it like this. I also spray my airbrush around in circles instead of holding it just straight on. This avoids the puddling of the polish. Alright, now we're just going to airbrush our nails, and I hold my airbrush about 5 to 6 inches away from my nails as well. I like the way this looks, but if you want it darker, you can cure and go in once more and repeat the process. This is what our nails are looking like so far, and I'm absolutely obsessed with using this hollow glaze on top of my aura. It gives it a really pretty look. I get a ton of questions on how I clean my airbrush, so I just hold it over the trash can and I empty out all that polish. I have my airbrush on and I'm pulling my trigger the whole entire time I'm doing this, so I'm just putting 100% acetone in the little well and emptying it out. And you're going to keep doing this until the acetone ends up being clear in there. Make sure you're putting the acetone on the front of your gun as you're spraying it as well. This will help it prevent from clogging up in the front. I fill my little well up once more, empty out the acetone, and let it spray out until all the acetone is out of the gun. Let me know if this tutorial helped you any, and look, if you don't want to use your airbrush the way I do, nobody is forcing you to. I just get a lot of questions on how I do it, so I wanted to show you guys. Just make sure you and your client are both wearing a mask, and I can think of a million other things I do that's harmful every day. Bye, babies.